Bob travels to Vancouver Island in British Columbia. David Murphy, operator of Murphy's Sport Fishing Adventures, takes Bob fishing for fall season steelhead West Coast style, using floats and artificial baits mimic salmon eggs drifting in these river runs that draw hungry steelhead inland to feed up for winter. And speaking of winter, an early snowfall turns the river into a white wonderland. It's all just part of another excellent reel fishing adventure.
Oh, here we go. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready, get ready.
Here comes. Whoa.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is a big rainbow. Oh, yeah. Look at the size of that fish.
I think I love it.
Look at the size of this fish.
The Reel Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
Whoa. That is a big rainbow trout, Chris. That is awesome, girl.
Check out this baby I just caught.
Whoa. All right.
Here he comes, here he comes.
Oh, no. Nice. Oh, that's a nice one. All right, look at that. Hey, righty.
Reel Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
Now that's what I call real fish. Alrighty. Hey, it's early morning. We're just outside of Port Alberni, and I'm here with Murphy Sport Fishing, and I've got David Murphy himself with me. David, thanks for bringing me out.
Thanks for coming.
You know, it's been a long time. I mean, we met each other like 25 years ago.
It would be 25 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and you've got a pretty successful sport fishing business, a lot of boats. We'll talk about that
Sure,
later. But here it is November. We're going to do some steelhead fishing.
Yeah, these are summer and fall fish, right? They're up here looking for salmon eggs and getting ready to winter. You know, they spawn in February, March. And
Right on.
hopefully they're a little hungry today.
Well, I'm excited. We did about a 10-minute drive outside of town, and Rolly Hyder's in the boat here. He's one of your guides for many years, right?
He's the pro, eh?
Yeah, is he the best?
He's the best.
All right. Well, I know he grew up fishing. We were talking about it in the truck riding up here. The guy's been fishing all his life, as you have. So I'm excited. We got low light. It's early. For once in my life, I'm starting early. I'm always late.
What time is it? 7:20.
Yeah.
a.m.
Back home, it's, what is it, 10:20 a.m.
That's-
I feel like I'm starting normal. So what are we going to be doing here?
Where we're fishing here, there's obviously there's lots of salmon here still. They're coho salmon,
Right.
They're not quite ready to spawn. The Chinook have already spawned. Now the steelhead have kind of settled in there. There's lots of eggs in the gravel right now from the Chinook.
Yeah.
So they're looking for something to pop out. They need to winter, right? And there's not a lot of food in the river, so they need to bulk up in this last month or so. So we're using a little tiny egg. It's a bait ban, so it has to be an artificial.
Right.
So you're trying to sort of mimic an egg that's coming out of the gravel.
Right on.
And it's fast water. If you put it in there just right, you'll get one.
Okay, let's get at it.
Let's go, Bob.
You're going to walk right out to the point here?
Yeah. I got him.
All right.
When we return, David Murphy sets the hook steelhead fishing BC style, and Bob takes a tour of Victoria on Vancouver Island. Stay tuned.
We'll get him back here.
Beautiful. That's awesome.
See you, buddy.
Very nice.
Closed captioning is brought to you by BoaterExam.com. Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. In Canada, walleye top the list when it comes to eating qualities. Consequently, anglers work them hard for the purpose of catch and keep. In certain cottage lakes, they've been harvested nearly to extinction, necessitating slot size restrictions. Remaining walleye become difficult to find and even harder to catch. We visited just such a lake near the Ontario-Quebec border. Searching far and wide in all the traditional deep holes and isolated shoals, we had meager results. Giving up in favor of smallmouth bass, we headed for shore. There, in amongst the fallen trees and other structure, we found walleye. Not where they were supposed to be at all. Getting them to hit was another matter altogether. We triggered a few fish on a jig head and minnow imitation. Twister tails also produced a few strikes. Most often, it was a quick hit and spit by fish that seemed to know the difference. When we switched to live bait, it was a different story. The same fish, though somewhat cautious, were quite willing to hit. With hooks removed, we noticed something unusual after losing our bait. These difficult pressured walleye continue to hit a bare jig head. Two things come to mind. Movement is an important factor in jigging. And secondly, walleye are a strange fish indeed.
I got him. I got
All
him.
right. Fish on.
Fish on.
Okay, here we go.
He's coming.
You got that thing coming in fast.
What do you got here?
All right. Now I noticed this fish is pretty dark. It came up a second ago, it's down again, but
Yeah, it's in its fall spawning colors, right?
right on.
This fish's been here for a month and a half.
So
It's
how-
summer on Steelhead.
So how many runs of Steelhead have you got here?
Well, there's summer, basically fish here all year round. So we have the summer run, right? The fall run,
Right.
which starts coming in September, October, November, and then winter run, which will start here in a couple weeks once you get into December.
So those silvers that are going
Silver,
to be coming
brand
in?
new, yeah, sea licers.
Okay, here we are.
Come on, buddy.
Beautiful. Nice stuff.
He thought he was going to get a little egg to eat.
Oh yeah, look at the color of that fish. That is neat,
Yeah, so full, that's a buck, right? You get the rosy red.
right?
So we got to shorten the float a bit. There we go.
You just
No
lift
slack,
up.
no
sli-
slack, right?
Yeah.
Barbless hook, right?
So it's all barbless.
All
So,
barbless.
see, I noticed that's hooked near the lip there. They don't take a plastic bead very
No,
deep, do
you,
they?
you never get them inside the mouth. They're always just on the nose, or you got to be quick.
All right. Very nice. Yeah, it's the old catch-22. You don't want to horse it too much with that small hook, right?
No, it's a number 2, right? 10-pound line.
So there's a good chance that this fish has been in the river now for a month or two.
Month or so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a sec. I think he's a wild one. No.
Wild ones always go back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice to him.
Well, we've hit pretty unseasonably low temperatures here on Vancouver Island. I couldn't believe how much snow we have had. Now, right here, they don't have it. Just towards Nanaimo, just down the road, it's snow all the way to Victoria. It's been cool this morning, but nice
Yeah,
because
it's
we're
in
fishing.
the minus there.
Imagine his hands are going to be cold in a minute in that cold water.
See that here?
Oh,
See the
beautiful.
adipose fin there?
Beautiful. That's
He's
awesome.
nice, we'll get him back here. A nice fish. See you, buddy.
Very nice.
Well, that's a start. That's
Good stuff, David. One of the fringe benefits of my job is that I get to travel all the time, but I've never been to Victoria, British Columbia until now. My daughter Kristen goes to Royal Roads University here in Victoria, and I'll tell you, this is beautiful. It's built in the early 20th century, and we've been checking it out. Pretty nice place. They got a little bit of snow here last night, though, so I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, we're out on Vancouver Island to do some steelhead fishing with Murphy Sport Fishing. It's a great adventure. We're touring all over the island. Glad you could join me. All right. So, David, we go back a long time. I remember meeting you and your sister, Marilyn, back at least 20 years ago, wasn't
20 years ago, we did a segment on the Real Fishing Show out in Ucluelet.
You were fishing salmon.
Yeah.
You guys were guest hosting my show 20 years ago.
That's right.
Let's talk about Murphy Sport Fishing. It's a 12-month operation, isn't
Yep,
it?
365 days a year. Right now it's November, so it's steelhead time. We've just finished fall salmon
Right.
and coho, and we've just tail end of the fall steelhead as well. Winter steelhead, which will start in another 2 weeks, 10 days or so. We'll start coming into the lower river.
Okay, so you're doing the river fishing. Now you've got an operation also that's for salmon, right?
Yeah, we take a lot of people salmon fishing. That's where we're most famous for, I guess, is salmon fishing on the ocean. So we fish in Ucluelet in the spring in May and June, and then we head north to we have 2 lodges in Cayucot Sound, and basically there from mid-June until Labor Day.
Okay, so when do you take a break?
Now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He's heading to Mexico tomorrow to Cabo fishing. See, this is what happens when you're in the fishing business. You go fishing when you're not fishing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, now you've got a number of guides. You've got a lot of boats. How many boats are you running?
We have 10 ocean boats, Pursuits and Grady White boats, big ocean boats, and then 5 or 6 river boats. We have boats for every kind of opportunity that there is on Vancouver Island.
I'll tell you, very impressive operation. And if you want keeners who know their stuff, you got to look these guys up. Let's get back on the river. What do you think?
Bob, for sure. There he is. Got him.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
All right. Oh, look at him jump. Oh, beautiful.
Coming up, fishing in a winter wonderland and tackle tactics for late season West Coast steelhead. Stay tuned. This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
I like to do a lot of the boat rigging myself, and the fact is that I fish tournaments. I love fishing competitions, and you know, it's pretty rough out there. When you're out there in the elements, battling rough water and all kinds of different conditions, you really want things to hold together. When it comes to mounting my electric motor, they come with these deals here, and they've got a nut built into a rubber mount. And the fact is, in real rough water, I've pulled these out or broke them. So in lieu of this, I like to use through bolts. And I carry a stainless kit of nuts, bolts, washers with me when I'm traveling on the road tournament fishing, just in case I have to fix things. And of course, stainless doesn't rust. But the key is, when I'm mounting the gator mount on my boat, I like to use through bolts. And I use a minimum of 6 stainless bolts with locking nuts, nylon locking nuts, and then the key is this fender washer here, a stainless fender washer that will disperse a lot of the pressure, and actually it'll disperse the holding power there. So you've got the big washers, 6 of them underneath on the bow of the boat, holding that bracket in place. I've never had one come loose or tear off yet in 30 plus years of rigging them this way. So through bolts, big washers, and you won't have any problem with all that G-force in the rough water next time you're getting to your favorite fishing hole.
There he is. Got him.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
All right. Good stuff. Oh, look at him jump. Oh, beautiful. This guy here looks muscular, looks skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny. Yeah, he's skinny. You know what? I was getting high up on bottom, and I just gave it a little pull, and it pulled back. So,
oh yeah, look at it. There, it's on the surface.
yeah,
right
so
there.
it's pretty clean fish, this one, right?
Yeah. Now, do you figure that?
So now this fish is a fall fish.
Okay.
Right, not a summer run, right? So he's only been in here for, maybe 2-3 weeks, right?
Right on.
And it was a hatchery. If you want to keep them, you can keep them. But hatchery fish are generally a little bit smaller too.
I gotcha. And they got a clip fin?
This got a clip fin. This one. That's why he was jumping. I'm all frozen here. There you go. Nice.
All righty.
Just different. The other one was he'd been in for a while. This one's probably just got here. This is one of those ones where you look out and you can't quite see them because they're shiny.
Yeah, they blend in with the surroundings. They're camouflaged, and this one's about half the size of the other one, isn't it? Look at that.
3-pounder, yeah.
That is so cool. So you were saying hook setting is so critical. Set the hook
instant,
quick.
right? And that's why you have to use the big rod, right?
To lift.
Anything shorter, you just wouldn't get them.
Yeah, especially on that one. That was a long drift out there too.
That was a special there. But this one's got her. He's got her pretty good there. So this is how they come, and they come 3 to 20 pounds, right? Depending on how long they stay in the ocean.
Right.
So
this would be about the smallest that would go out to the ocean?
yeah, so this guy probably went out this spring and then come right back. Nice one, though, eh?
Yeah, beauty.
See that?
That barbless hook's so easy to get out
Yeah, it just
too,
comes
isn't
right
it?
out there. Look at that. Perfect.
Very nice.
Hatchery fish. Hey, buddy.
All righty. As much as I like to catch fish, I really enjoy watching other people catch fish too, especially when they're real pros like David Murphy. The boys decided we should try another run in the river as an unusually early winter squall moved in on us. Environment Canada posted snowfall warnings for Greater Victoria and East Vancouver Island. Nearly 10 centimeters of snow fell, smashing records set back in 1985. As the conditions soon forced us off the river, we headed back to talk some tackle and get ready for day 2. I couldn't wait. Hey, I just want to take a minute and talk about what we're using. And David, you've got some pretty basic rigs here. They got a little bit of finesse to them. What's the deal now? You can't use scented baits where we're fishing?
No, in BC, when it's a bait ban, right, it means no artificial scent or artificial product, right?
Wow, so power bait, gulp, any of those you can't use in that area?
In that area. Well, you know what, in all rivers in BC.
Oh, wow,
right?
okay.
You can use bait in certain areas, but
right.
in this particular area we were in, our lower river, we can use bait.
Well, let's show the tackle we're catching those fish on now.
Yeah, basically it's just a trout bead in a couple different colors.
It's like a hard plastic bead.
It's a hard plastic bead. It's not so buoyant, it gets down and it kind of rolls around on the gravel. And we're using pencil lead, right, to keep it down.
And you've got eyes on these or dots?
Yeah, well, what this is the eggs that get fertilized come out with a dot, a black dot, right? The ones that don't are just clear or white. And when they come out of the gravel, when the fish see them, right, there's no protein, they're filled with water. So when a fish sees the black dot, right, it's better for them. They're searching out that egg.
I gotcha.
And they're harder to come by, so put the little dot.
Well, one thing I did learn, and you mentioned it to me on the phone, and I found it the hard way, but when that float goes down, as you're floating this little egg down the river, you want to be quick on pulling the trigger and
you gotta have all your senses together.
Yeah,
right?
because they grab this and find out it's just hard and not natural, and they spit it out, right?
And it's a barbless hook, right?
So the whole key there is when you see the float go down, when in doubt, set the hook, keep the tension on because of the barbless hook, and once you get one on, that's when the fun begins.
Yeah, you're pretty much, once you get onto it, and you're hooked for life. Like,
yeah,
you're going to be thinking about this for a long time.
I'll tell you, I love it. Oh yeah, nice.
When we return, there's more real fishing fun and adventure with David Murphy, including a stop in Tofino on Vancouver Island. Stay tuned.
Oh, what's that? Oh, got him. You got him. Nice one.
Okay, there we go. All right. I'll tell you, that was pretty cool.
I think you got that hook set down, Patty.
Well, on that one I got a good
There's a little bit of a,
yeah,
I see that.
There? I might let him just go out a bit. Let him go out if he does. Rather, there's a big tree in the water. I hope he didn't go underneath that. There, oh yeah, nice.
That's a nice one, Bob.
Nice. Walking the dog over the log. Very nice. Look at that clear water. I'm heating up. It was pretty cold this morning we started. I'm taking off some layers.
It's actually a pretty nice day.
Oh, I feel great now. This is just amazing coming out here to Vancouver Island to fish with you guys. All right. Look at that. Very nice. And of course, our Vancouver Island tour wouldn't be complete if we didn't visit our friends here in Tofino at Long Beach Lodge Resort. The beach behind me here attracts world-class surfers for world-class type competitions every year. We're talking about one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Canada.
Nice work.
All right.
Flick my reel over.
Sweet.
Come over to the side somewhere here?
Yeah, I guess so. We'll go with them. Yeah, we can come back. But kind of going this way and we'll fish our way down.
Good one, Dave?
Real nice one. Yeah, great
good
one.
Stuff.
Ah!
Oh, nice.
I wasn't sure where my drag was set. He jumped about 4 feet out of the water there.
That's so cool, you know, just drifting along and you're just holding it
Yeah.
there. Now, is Rolly going to take it in?
Yeah, there's a little soft spot just down the waist here, and
Oh, yeah.
we'll tuck in there.
You know, one thing I'm really impressed with when you're steelhead fishing out here in the West Coast with your bait cast outfits, they really do have a smooth drag, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Line twist doesn't seem to be an issue.
No, as whereas the spinning reel, we make a lot of casts. We're searching, right, all the time. Whereas in the spinning rod, makes it a little tougher, right? We can cover more ground. I can free spool a whole run, right? 150 feet, 200 feet.
Right?
Whereas the spinning rod's a little tougher to do if you do get a bite.
He's beaching the boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Rolly will just put the outboard on there.
Yeah, I'm going to grab his tail with my right hand.
Okay.
Look at that. All right.
Oh, here, got him up.
Okay. Look at that.
Come right here and I'll help you get the hooks out.
Absolutely.
Okay, so he is wrapped around here. Come to there, and look where he's up right there in the mouth.
No way. And there's that barbless hook. Look at that, folks. BC steelhead fishing out here in Vancouver Island, and that's pretty fish. Thanks for playing. Awesome. You guys are good. Good stuff. Way to go. Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, man. Woo. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that.